This is the Washington Redskins offensive breakdown, part 5. Let's get it. Alright, y'all, in this video, we're going to be looking at the formation. Strong, pro. Couple plays I just want to point out to you guys because there's a few decent run plays out of this, believe it or not. You typically would think of the strong as a good run formation in general, but inside zone split, very decent. What I like about this run is you can cut it back to the left. Not a huge fan of the stretch. I do like the halfback blast. Very solid run right there. And then, of course, you got zone weak. Can't go wrong with that. And then you got the halfback toss mountain. Now, I know you're saying, well, there's an auto motion on that play. But the good news is that the play we're going to be breaking down is F trail, which also uses that same auto motion. So you can come out halfback toss, hit them with that. They're ready for the run. Then you hit them with the F trail or vice versa, etc., etc. You guys get the idea. Just make your opponent guess. Don't be too predictable. And that brings us to the play we are looking at, which is F trail. Let's go ahead and look at some 2 to the man to under. Run some press. Now, as far as this play goes, the only adjustment I like to make is put the halfback on a delay route. I know he's going too flat to the right, but I like him on a delay. One, it helps pick up blitzes sometimes. I feel like the line blocks a little bit differently. And 2, his flat angle is better. And 3, if they run man defense, a lot of the times the guy covering the halfback will rush in and leave him wide open. But this is what the play looks like, and that's it. We only make one adjustment. And then from there, we just make reads. Like I said, guys, it's 2-man under. Look at that. The running back is wide open. That's why I love putting him on that delay route. For some reason, out of this formation, it makes the guy covering him rush in more times than not. I'll go ahead and run a pass commit. Like I said, this is the guy covering the running back. And so they all kind of get mixed up, and then dudes end up rushing in because so many guys are crossing on this play. But nonetheless, you got the corner out there. It's not something you're going to want to throw all the time. It can get picked off depending on how they play, like maybe if they put the safety in a deep blue or something. But it is a pretty decent pass right off the cut. If he's open, you can go ahead and make that pass right away. Hopefully your tight end has a little bit better hands than the Texans tight end does. Go ahead. Obviously, the auto motion. We've talked about this motion drag several times now in the other videos. It's same thing. Beats man, beats zone. I'm not going to keep beating you to death with that concept, but just know that is like our main and first read majority of the time. As far as the fullback on the angle route, this used to be like a crazy money route back in the day. Not so much anymore. I mean, yeah, sometimes it'll be open, but most of the time, guys, I'd say probably 2 times out of 10 it's going to be open. It's just not that effective unless he goes uncovered or something. Because some people don't don't cover the fullback. Like if on a certain play you got a fullback and a halfback, they're probably going to guard the halfback and not the fullback. Now, if you put somebody fast there, they can win that speed battle. So I guess we could try to showcase what that looks like. Let's see if the Texans have any really fast guys back there. So they got Akeem Hunt. Let's go ahead and try him there. Like I said, he's not the ideal guy you're going to want to play there. But if you're in Mutt, maybe you got somebody different. So let's try Hunt there just to show you guys. Maybe you can get the speed battle win or 1. Let's just go 2-man under here. And then we will run that same play. Same setup. And then, so if you do got a faster guy there, sometimes it'll get open a little bit better. As you're going to see here, he still gets locked up. But if you can wait, then you can take advantage of your guy's speed. I'm going to try and put a couple guys into like coverage or something so that we get a little bit more time in the pocket because as you guys know, sometimes it takes forever for stuff to set up. But sometimes he gets open, like right there he's just wide open. Let's go ahead and set it up again. I don't know how the heck they got to us. I mean, I thought I was rushing 1, but apparently that didn't matter. Just want to showcase Hunt to you guys. And then as you can see, you can just win that speed battle. Now, this quarterback situation, that's another story. Hopefully you got a better quarterback than Hoyer. But that's pretty much this play against man defense. Now, you guys know the post already. I didn't go over it again, but we've went over it several times before. I'm going to literally rush no one on this play, and let's see. They'll probably still get in. But so what you're going to see is the post after he makes his break. It's the same as when we broke it down the first time. So I'm not going to go over it again just to waste you guys' time. But it is the same. So if it's 2 men under, if you get some time in the pocket, you can hit him. Or you can hit that fullback if you got a faster guy there. So they got 2 spots on the field deep that they're going to have to worry about and account for. Now, what if they go to the almighty zone? So let's go cover 2, and then we'll go cover 3, mix in a couple other zones there. And then you guys will have a good idea of how this play is going to look versus that. So this cover 2. Like I said, same setup. Everything's still the same. Now the fullback is actually a lot more viable on this play. So instead of just running through all the reads one by one, let's just hit them all at the same time. So right away, that fullback, the fullback and the drag are going to be open. They're going to have to user this. Like, these are open versus zone every single time. So they're going to have to user this. So right away, you got the drag as usual. I'm not going to break that down again. But after this fullback makes his cut back in right there, a lot of times he's open underneath the zone, especially cover 2 because this guy's got to go deep. But, I mean, as you can see, he's just wide open. This guy is pretty much locked up versus cover 2 unless you wait. If you wait for him to outrun that hook zone, then you can actually get this guy in the corner. But it's going to be a very, very tight squeeze on that pass. You're going to need a good QB and some really good timing. Probably not a pass you're going to want to make consistently. As far as the halfback goes, this is like the other times. This is going to be a quick check down. If they user, let's say they user this player here or this linebacker here, they decide, hey, I'm going to take away this drag right away, which would be a smart thing to do. Then they say, okay, I'm going to pass the drag on to the next man. So they got some pretty good users. And then they drop back to the fullback. In that case, you can dump it down to the halfback on the delay route right away. So that's pretty much how that breaks down. And we'll run it one more time and just kind of show you here. Got the halfback on that delay. You can just dump it down. You're not going to get a whole lot of yards, but it's a quick two safe yards. Real quick 2 safe. And, of course, you can always run with your quarterback as well or playmaker if necessary. Anything, any offense, any play, you can always playmaker. Just keep that in mind, too. Some people, they forget about that. Because I didn't mention it, they forget about it. So, cover 3, let's do the same thing. We'll just let the play run through, and then we'll go through all the reads at once. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, so let's go through the reads here. As you're going to see, this time the delay route is more open. The delay route works a little bit better versus the cover 3, depending on where the light blue's coming from. So the safety's in the light blue in this particular play. So, I mean, that's just an easy, instead of getting 2 yards, he'll probably get like 4 or 5, which is nice. Then we got our drag route. Of course, he gets bumped, but you can still get this pass in there for like 5 yards. And then the nice thing here is that this wide receiver most of the time takes this deep corner. And what does that do? You got your fullback wide open again. So that's nice. And then, of course, on this side over here, we got the tight end running that corner route. This is a risky pass right there. You don't really want to make that pass. But if for some reason the corner, they put him in a different zone or something and he's open, you go ahead and take it. But for the most part, you're not. I mean, the tight end he's decent against man and he's decent if, certain situations. But for the most part, you're going to want to go to the other guys. Cover 4 drop. Excuse me. Go ahead and run that one time. Again, same setup. We don't change the setup for this one. And then as you're going to see, now you could actually throw it to that guy. But let's go ahead and end it right there. Go through the reads one more time. Cover 4, you're not going to get as many big plays, but you can definitely get the checkdowns a lot better. So you got the halfback again. Fullback again, you can hit them early. And then you've got the drag once again. The corner route, you can actually get this pass in there. You just want a precision down and towards the sideline, and you can get this pass. If it's a better corner, you may not want to test it, But if you got a good quarterback with a strong arm, you can definitely sneak that pass in there. We'll try it with Hoyer and see what pops off. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. As the play develops, really this corner route, this wide receiver route is going to just take away the zones. And then again, sometimes you'll still find this fullback to be open. So let's go ahead and run it one last time against the cover 4. And let's just see if we happen to get a big play. So let's try and get this joker over here. Get that wide open right there. So that's precision down and towards the outside. I threw a bullet pass. You don't want to throw it too soon because then that hook zone's going to play it. But after he kind of gets out of that first hook zone's area, you're going to be able to, sneak that pass in there. So let's go ahead and set this up again. This time we got guys, and then you can get the fullback there. Again, that's going to be a tough pass to squeeze in there. But if you got some decent throw power, you can definitely get it in once in a while. Let's try and get it in one more time with Hoyer. Hoyer, again, not the best bet there. You don't want to force it early because that's going to happen. It's going to be a really, really tight squeeze for that pass for the majority of the time. But maybe if they use her underneath, then you can get it. But I'll try it one last time. For the most part, though, it's going to be a tight squeeze. But if they use her the underneath stuff, because the underneath stuff is definitely open, and then you can get them on the sideline versus the zone as we previously did. So you can get a really big play there. But that breaks down this play and this formation. I hope you guys enjoyed. And we got some more coming soon. It's been real. It's been fun. Drop that like. Leave that feedback. I need that. We gone.